Hello, lore nerds. Today, we're back with some Forgotten Realms history. Today's lore is the Second Sundering, also known as the Sundering of Toril and Abir. This event took place during the decade of the 1480s DR, which is only around 10 years before the current year in 5e, so most player characters would have probably lived through this, which is quite interesting as long. That's also true for things like the Time of Troubles and Spell Plague. You may have characters, particularly elves, that would have lived through these more recent events. So at the end of the Time of Troubles, Lord Ao destroyed the Tablets of Fate, which caused realm space to get a bit messy, and that was made worse by the Spell Plague, because remember, the Tablets of Fate are the things keeping Abir and Toril separate and also defining some rules for realm space. So their destruction kind of messed things up a little in terms of keeping chaos from taking over everything. So you may know of various effects of this, such as small little pieces of Abir and Toril crossing over, like I believe I described in a previous video with what happened with the Dragonborn and such. Chunks of Abir would appear on Toril, and that was getting worse and worse with the spell plague. The Lord Ao then decided to recreate the Tablets of Fate again, helping keep Abir and Toril separate and just making everything more cohesive and not breaking apart. The gods got quite worried about this, as the tablets do define a lot of their power and responsibilities, so they were unsure of what would happen to them. A lot of gods created what they called chosen in an attempt to gain more power, solidify their portfolio, increase their rank, anything like that. These chosen were powerful, but also were captured by various evil groups to be siphoned for their power. Also, some people just pretended to be chosen. Another thing to know is that the Second Sundering is somehow connected to the First Sundering, which was created by Elven High Magic in negative 17,600 DR, which went forwards and backwards in time to create the Evermeet, and is also connected to the Tearfall, which happened in negative 31,000 DR. I have covered that one, and I believe I've covered the First Sundering as well. So yeah, there's a lot of weird time things going on with this. We do not know if there might be like a third Sundering in the future. We'll just have to wait and find out. Maybe that'll be something with 1 D&D or D&D 5.5e, whatever you want to call it. Stars fell from the sky, long dead gods re-emerged, and armies led by the Chosen clashed all over Toril. Many primordials that were on Toril also returned to their homeworld of Abir. Some of the deities that resurrected at this time include Mistra, Helm, Mask, Lathander, Baal, all of the drow gods, Merkel, Gilgeen, Enlil, Nanasin, all of the Mulhorandi gods, Azuth, Tyr, and some others. Overall, this video is probably not as long as some others, just not quite as much to cover with this event. But I still hope that was interesting and a fun little watch, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.